The New Orleans Breakers have been eliminated from the playoffs. Unlike the Generals, this one isn't that hard to take in. The fact is, the Breakers were heading into this as massive underdogs. They're like 4-point underdogs, and they ended up losing. It was a pretty close game in the beginning, but a dominant second quarter by the Stallions pretty much did them in. In the second quarter, the Stallions were able to score a touchdown right off the bat. Then Kyle Sloter threw a terrible interception, which ended up getting returned for a touchdown, which gave Birmingham a 7-point lead. Both teams traded punts. New Orleans was able to score a touchdown later, but right off the kickoff, Victor Bolden scored the first ever USFL kick return touchdown to put them up 21-14. That dominant second quarter was pretty much all they needed. The third quarter had a 10-minute long drive by the Breakers, which only ended in a field goal, which honestly made that drive seem pretty sad, because now they were still down. Birmingham responded by taking 7 minutes to kick their own field goal to keep the lead at 7. Then, after New Orleans had to punt the ball, the Stallions were able to get it back and hold the ball for 7 minutes and 45 seconds and score a touchdown right at the end to put them up 31-17, where the Breakers really had no chance. The Breakers just simply lost this game. There isn't that much to say. The Breakers' biggest flaw was their run defense. The fact is, they should have been able to stop this Stallions team at least once in that final drive. They pretty much just let them keep running their, I formation, wishbone, and T formations and just continue ramming it down their throats. As you can see, the Stallions on their rushing were pretty solid. Even though you may say that there's only 107 yards, almost all of that is from the end of the game. And the biggest flaw is the fact that they did allow the Stallions to get 2 touchdowns without having their offense take the field. It seems like that was the theme today as for both playoff games, but this one especially. The Stallions were able to get a touchdown off a kick return and a pick six. Those 14 points in just a grand scheme thing would have made this game a tie at 17-17. So the fact that they allowed the Stallions to get those 2 touchdowns really did hurt them. And especially considering the fact that you think the Stallions missed the field goal, that was a blessing that the team wasn't able to capitalize on. And overall, that's kind of been the theme for this Breakers team. At the end of the day, the big reason they lost was Kyle Sloter was not able to step it up in the playoffs. This is what I've been saying for the whole time, is even though he ended up being the All-USFL quarterback, it wasn't like he really earned that spot. He just kind of walked into it. And in the end, it was his terrible timed interceptions that really did doom them, and his pick six. This is despite Sal Cannella having an incredible game, having 12 receptions for 150 yards. It sucks that his performance was pretty much all for naught. But at the end of the day, the team ended up losing, but at least they made it to the playoffs, and at least they didn't embarrass themselves like the Generals.
And that's the end of this game. Gatorade rains down.